Good morning. Welcome back to America's Most Honest Kitchen, where we are making breakfast. French toast, actually. It's good for any time of the day. It doesn't have to be breakfast. It can be the middle of the night. I don't care. French toast is always good. But we're doing this one with a twist. For starters, I don't want to use regular syrup. I went with brioche bread. See, we got this brioche. And honestly, that makes such incredible French toast. I don't know if you ever tried it, but do it. Brioche, French toast, best thing ever. Anyway, I kind of wanted to fancy it up a bit in two ways. One, we're going to make our very own syrup. We're not doing that store-bought business, no way. First, I'm going to dice up, really, really small, some Bosque pear. I like Bosque. You can do whatever the hell pear you want. Asian pear would be really good, but I didn't see any at the store. So we're going to dice up this Bosque pear. Actually, now that I think about it, Asian pear would be really good, dude. Oh well, we're doing this one. So you just want enough to make the syrup interesting. You might not even have to use an entire pear. Just little tiny chunks. That's going to make a really fun, simple syrup addition. And for those of you who have never made simple syrup before, it's super duper easy. Like, you don't even got to worry about recipes or nothing. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, sugar, water, boil. Easy day. And then you can add whatever you want to it. In this case, I'm doing pears and peach. A little bit of peach pear syrup for our brioche French toast. And there's another twist that'll come along later. You're probably staring at it going, what the hell is this guy drinking this morning? You know me, clearly. We've been here. But anyway, push some of that off to the side because we're not going to need the entire pear. And then we take peach. Exact same thing. We're just going to slice up this peach real nice and small. So I guess not sliced, it's diced. It slices, it dices, it circumcises. We're probably going to want a little bit more peach than we have pear, just because. The pear is more textural, the peach is more flavor. And if there's a few thumbs in here, that's just more flavor. Everyone likes a good thumb. Just due to tradition, I also have to point out this morning's musical choice. We're doing George Thorogood because, well, aren't we all a little bit bad bone on the inside? Love George Thorogood. Childhood favorite. Those destroyers, man. You can barely hear it over all the construction outside. That's just one of those things that happens this time of year. I support it. Construction workers got to have a job too. Even if it is a lot of obnoxious bam, bam, bam this time of the morning. Who cares? Not I. It's not like I'm sleeping at 9:20 a.m. anyway. I'm busy making breakfast. Okay, cool. So we've got our peach pear combination here. It's gonna cook down. So, yes, that's hot. Water and sugar, a cup of each. get that boiling. Boiling down, boiling down. There we go. And then, as that boils, it'll turn a little bit syrupy. Perfect. Add our fruit, because we're going to cook the fruit right into the syrup. Boom. Stove's clean, I washed it. We're good. Stuff that's on the floor, forget about it. Stuff that's in here, we're going to eat it. There we go. All right. Fruit syrup, come on. All right. Set these aside for later munching. Crank this to a little above medium. Now, the great joys in life. Making French toast. It's a simple process. All you need is a few eggs, a liquid factor such as milk, usually, and some cinnamon and vanilla. Not a big deal. Start with a few eggs. Boom. Ta-da. All right. Give this a stir. Turn that down to a medium heat now that we've got everything kind of incorporated and hot. Now we're just going to boil it down slowly, just kind of simmer it a bit, you know. All right. Now this is the part where you go, hey Zach, Ortiz, you're a crazy guy. All right. Well, you know what? Zach Ortiz is a crazy guy. I'm using Irish cream as opposed to milk. This stuff's good for a lot of things. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in your French toast. Or you can put it over ice. Ha, you thought I'd make it through this video without a cocktail. Fans of the show, you know better. Anyway. A little bit of cinnamon. Sprinkle that son of a gun in there, and then splash of vanilla. Swirl it. All right, and there you have what resembles a egg dip for your brioche bread. Perfect. Ooh, that's coming along nicely. This is going to be a delicious fruit syrup. Anyhow, once our French toast pan gets nice and hot, we want to start out nice and hot. We're just going to slabs of butter, just chop off some butter, chuck it on there, let it get all over the place, and throw our bread that's soaked in this stuff onto said hot buttery pan, and wait a bit, flip it over. It's really that easy. It's French toast, not opening up a human brain and trying to figure out what's inside, although that could be simple depending on your goals. Sounds like a really terrible rapper. Little moron. Oh well. Most of them. Wouldn't surprise me if there was a rapper called Little Moron. About that much. Less than a pat. You don't need a lot. Alright. Honk of bread, dip, flip. Easy. This is kind of the fun part where you get to do numerous things at once. Everybody enjoys the hell out of that. Boom. It's especially fun to watch. There we go. Alright. Thread 1 in. Thread 2 coming up. Just like that. Kitchen towels. Looks like they're in the wash. I'll grab a fresh one. Ooh. Just gotta let that boil down a bit more. It's almost there. It's not much of a waiting game, honestly. With egg and Irish cream, the cook time's quick. It's also great hangover food because you get a little bit of protein back into your system, some bread to soak up all that stuff that made you hungover, and also you get a little hair of the dog to continue on through the next day. A little bit of everything. A real smorgasbord of flavor and purpose. Just like me. Yes, the ice machine is loud. Alright, let's see if these are ready to flip yet. I have my doubts. Oh no, they're ready. Actually spot on. Exactly what I'm looking for in a slice of French toast that is ready to flip. Ooh, smelling good already. I don't know if it's the scent of the vanilla or the cinnamon, whatever, but something about the smell of French toast just makes your day start off right. Pretty excited. Alright. Now once this cools, it should be kind of syrupy. To help it cool a little bit quicker, I'm going to put the solids into these two little cups here. Just to spread out the difference a bit. And also makes for an attractive serving recommendation. And then pour some of the liquid over it. That will soon congeal into a syrupy type matter. Anyway, that should be done. Not quite. Oh, would you look at that? All right. Golden. Start the next couple. Kablooey. Yeah, that. that. And as you make your French toast, you kind of go through the cinnamon a little bit. It sticks to the bread. Add more when it starts to not be so cinnamony in that bowl. Anyway, let's try this, shall we? There's a fork. Some of this. Still wicked hot. Just gonna dump a little on there. And we're gonna actually try it right here in front of you because this is something I'm just doing off cuff. Let's see. Socrates is a genius. Oh, yeah, that's a win. That's a solid win in the annals of America's Most Honest Kitchen. I'm doing that again later.